going on, good people? This is Queen Shay is back. Hello. So, hope you guys are staying safe. Enjoy your day. Enjoying the sunshine. It is so beautiful out here today. But I want to come in to talk about pride. The opposite of being humble, because I always say Halloween is just not on one day, although I don't celebrate it. But it's just not on one day. Halloween is like every day, and people wear this costume. So it's a costume to wear, still it's called pride. And underneath that pride can be low self-esteem, can be hurt, pain from your past, it could be insecurities. It could be a whole plethora of things that have taken place in your life or in a person's life, that produced this pride, costume. And what I always say is this: pride only leads to failure. You will remain stagnant. You will not go far. But being humble will get you very far. And I'm not going to dignify something that God condemns. He opposes the pride, but he gives grace to the humble. He says those who exalt themselves, he will exalt those who are humble, and he will humble those who exalt themselves. And it's like sometimes you really can't say much to a person who is very prideful, or who feel like they can't be told nothing. You can't just read the Bible. You have to be of the word as well. You have many people in the church, but they're not of the church. And what I always say is this, like the Bible verse says, be slow to speak, but be swift to hearing. That's one of my favorite, because I'm always open to learning. I'm always open to listening, especially from people who have experienced more than I have. People who have been on this earth longer than I have. People who have godly wisdom. I'm always open to learning. But you have those like, oh, I know it all, and you can't tell them nothing. And it's like, it comes from a place of low self-esteem. It comes from many things, but it's not good. It's not healthy to live a lifestyle of being prideful, because it's going to limit you. You're only limiting yourself. You're not going to have success. You're going to have failure. You have to come to a realization that you're deceiving yourself. You're hurting yourself. You have to come to a place in life where you're looking in this mirror and you're doing a self-examination, and you're looking at this woman or you're looking at this man, and you're like, why am I acting this way? Is it really true? One or more person, are saying these things, then something is not right. Something may be off. Maybe I do need to work on something, because there's always something for all of us to work on. It is. But you have so many people out here who are just, oh, I know, and they get their feet a little wet out there and they think they know. It's a reason why you stagnant. You have to humble yourself. You have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to be humble in God's eyes, because God cannot stand prideful people. He opposes the pride. You're like, oh, okay. So I'm not going to exalt you. You already think you're already there, so what's the point of me exalting you? Pride doesn't just fall into a particular community. It falls into any and everybody, because anybody can be prideful. It's just, anybody can be prideful. And that's so true. We have to come to a point where we do a check-in, maybe twice a day, 3 times a day. And like, what is it that I need to work on this week? Change does not happen overnight. But it can happen when you begin to take the steps towards change. But when you become prideful, you also become ignorant to the truth. You know, you're not willing to learn the truth. If somebody speak the truth to you, you're going to try to either ignore them, you're going to cut them off, you're going to act like you don't hear them. You know, it's just, and it's like, I'm so grateful for God giving me a gift of discernment, because I can see right through it. It's just like a glass window, like, hello, I can see yo. But it's just, you know, I just pray for people like that, because you want them to win. But in order to win, you have to be first willing. You have to be willing to be humble. You know, you have to be willing to learn. You know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know, so just take one day at a time, folks. Get to a place of being humble. And for those who are already humble, remain humble. Don't ever change. It's not good to wear a costume, because some people play this game and it's unhealthy. And when you play a game, it just makes your life harder. Life is already hard enough. Why make your life even harder? Why? Listen, get to a place of being humble. You have to be willing to learn. Get in front of God and say and ask for forgiveness first, because He opposes the pride. I don't dignify anything that God opposes at all, or God condemns. You know, it's just like, there's no point in me. I just, pride is just not in my character. You know, it's just, I'm always humble. You know, but you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to, you know, be okay with making those mistakes. Be okay with not knowing it all. You know, because when you come to a place in life where as though you think you know it all, you will always remain the student, not the teacher. All right, folks, thanks for checking in. I appreciate you guys. I hope you are enjoying your day, staying cool. It's pretty nice out here. I think it's like almost 90 degrees, but don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to check out my link in my bio. I appreciate you all.